We've been tasked this year to start working on the Alberta Education Leadership Quality Standard. And within that standard, we know there's a number of competencies. Now, you've chosen one of those 4 competencies, leading a learning community. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the competency and how that is playing out in your scenario with your staff?
Yeah, well, one of the things leading a learning culture and community, what I find is, especially with the competency, has to do a lot with the collaboration. And I find, sometimes as an administrator, being removed from the classrooms, removed from the students, in order to lead, you actually need to be part of that. And so what I've done with this competency is not only collaborate with my teachers, I also reflect with my teachers, I also co-design with my teachers, and I could give you an example of what I mean by that. As an administrator coming into a school, what I used to do is go into classrooms, and it's kind of like at the drop-in, and what one teacher said to me is I cause chaos. I kind of walk in, get the kids stirred up, have a conversation, I was building relationships, and then kind of leave. This year I really fine-tuned it so that my business became purposeful. So what I've landed up this year is I joined one of my PLNs with 3 of my teachers, my grade 3 teachers. I joined the PLN, and it was on number sense, patterns and routines, and we looked at how can we deepen children's understanding with math. One of the things that we came up with was for me to come into the classrooms and record them. So I landed up recording the lesson that was happening, and then afterwards on our next PLN, we debriefed it, all of us, not just myself, but the teachers and myself. I felt like I was part of the community with them. I was a colleague, I was a teacher teaching with them.
So no longer going to that drop-in type of chaos scenario. Yeah. Now it becomes you're supporting in concert with the teacher what's going on even in the classroom.
Well, and then even the students know that it's not just Mr. Wityshyn, principal, coming for a visit. He has a purpose.
What exactly are some of the results or the impact you're seeing of working with this one competency within your school setting?
Well, I guess you're always looking at evidence-informed conversation. So you're looking back at student work, and I go back to our PLN. Just looking at students' engagement at the beginning, then recording it, reflecting, and then changing how we taught it again, and coming up with different lessons and looking at the different research, and then actually videotaping the students, seeing if they're getting it, looking for that formative assessment. Do they understand it with their flipboards? And from the back, by recording it, you can actually see the evidence right in front of you from the beginning to the middle to the end, where you're seeing more and more formative assessment, students understanding it.
That's wonderful to see that impact between yourself and your teachers. The strength that we have here is that culture that's created with that through line that goes right through from the standard that's utilized for the superintendent, the standard that's utilized for school leadership, and then the standard for teachers as well. And when we work and collaborate together and there's a sharing and a trust that's built within the system as a whole moves forward, but the main benefactor of that is students and student learning within the system.